Afternoon everyone, Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. Don't know if you can see behind me, or recognise behind me I should say. That's the Blackberry Ouachita. So, you last saw it in January when we had snow, ice, rain. We're now, as I say, back end of May. We've pretty much had more rain, wind, hail all the way through so far, barring about 2 weeks in March where it was sunny. But I thought I'd do you an update and just show you next stage. So let me spin around and talk you through it. As you can see, by tying and laying in, much like we do with the rose, you got your main framework, then all of these upward shoots are all bearing flower, and each one of those flowers, there we are, little flower for you, each one of those flowers will hold a fruit. So you can see that by bending the stems, breaking that apical dominance, will give you a much better crop. Now some of it's gone a little bit wayward or hanging out as it's grown with weight. You can see the top wire that's now been, well, that was put up, but what I've started doing is just loosely tying some of these top bits, just really to try and pull the stems from where they were to get them to a more upright position. So we've got a couple of, as I say, slightly wayward branches which need to be tied in. At the same time, you've got some nice chunky new stems. Let me show you. So that's a brand new stem there. So nice chunky stems there that we can start thinking about tying in. So you've got another one as well. And then what we'll do prior to netting this, so there will be nets coming off these top posts, but prior to running a net, what we'll do is we'll run string going from base to top then back, so we're forming sort of these W shapes or V shapes, which would just hold all these well, hold a lot more of these wayward stems in place. So let me just tie the few straggly branches up and then show you what I mean by the string. So as you can see, I've got the straggly bits in, or tied in. I've got the newer growth tied in, albeit sort of temporarily, and it's already looking pretty good. So now to get up the sections of the string which are, say, just essentially hold it in place. At the same time, just giving the base a bit of a weed, so it keeps it nice and clear, reduces competition for the plant, and it will enable then to get some feed around the base. So string lines are now in place. You can just see that we got the sort of V shapes or W, M shapes, and then all you do then is you literally just carefully manoeuvre your stems behind the string, and it will just give you a little bit of support and hold everything in that much tighter, so that when you come to do your netting in the front, you're not going to have all your fruit hanging down still where the birds can get to it. So it just works quite nicely. It's an inexpensive way to, say, get your fruit all, well, tied up essentially, and say then you get to the end of the season when you're sorting it out again, you just cut the string and you can obviously reuse your string for I don't know, tying up your tomatoes or whatever next year. So yeah, just a little bit of final tying to do. There you have it, all finished, tied in, pretty tidy. Certainly will do the job, and say after, well, probably another week or so, and then can fix the netting down, and that will stop birds from getting any of the fruit as it develops. Job done. Well, would you believe it, now the sun's actually come out. Amazing. Well, on that note, all that's left to say is thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully picked up a couple of tips as to how you can train your blackberries. Yeah, like I said before, this Ouachita variety is like amazing. So such a good variety. So if you can get it, if you can get it, plant it, buy it. You won't be disappointed. But yeah, any messages, questions, just send them to me and I'll get back to you. Keep subscribing. It's great to see new subscribers. Don't forget to press the reminder button so you don't miss out on what I'm doing in future. And most of all, have fun in the garden, and see you all soon. Bye for now.